Hi, welcome to Yoga with Noreen. Now in this video what we're going to do is 5 yoga poses which if you do on a regular basis will really help increase your flexibility, and it's ideal as well even if you've not done much yoga before. So the first position that we're going to come into is called child's pose. So I'm just going to move to face you on the side so you can see how I'm coming into this position. Now from here you just want to slowly start lowering yourself on to your heels. So once you feel comfortable there, we're then going to start lowering our chest onto our thighs, and at the same time just extending the arms forward and then bringing the forehead down to the mat. So once you're there, just close your eyes and breathe in and out through the nose. And then slowly just lift your head up and bring yourself back up again. Now child's pose is excellent for just lengthening and stretching the spine. It's a good gentle stretch as well for your hips, your thighs and your ankles. Now if you find it uncomfortable sitting in this position at first, again with good regular practice this will become easier. Okay, so from here now we're going to come into cat and cow. So make your way into a tabletop position. So you want to bring your shoulders directly over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Now to come into cow, what we're going to do is just lift the tailbone, drop the belly and extend the head forward as we inhale, hold that there, and then on the exhale we're going to come into cat. So we're going to reverse it now. So we're going to start taking the chin towards the chest, rounding up the spine and taking your gaze towards your navel. And then inhale again for cow, dropping that belly, lifting the crown of the head, and then exhaling, coming into cat, rounding up that spine, pushing away with the shoulders and looking towards your navel. Let's do that one more time. Inhale for cow and exhale for cat. And then come back into a neutral spine position. Now cat-cow is really good for improving flexibility in your neck and your spine as well. And it also really helps you to move with your breath. So the next pose that we're going to come into is called bridge pose. Now for bridge pose, we want to gently make our way onto our backs. So just bring your feet forward and then from here, start lowering your back onto the mat. And then once you're there, just bring your feet in towards your glutes. And what you want to do is have your knees facing up towards the ceiling. Now your arms will just come by your side with the palms and feet firmly pressed into the ground. Now, we're going to slowly start lifting up the hips. And as we lift the hips, you want to bring your chin towards your chest. So try not to let your legs come out to the sides when you're doing this. Keep your thighs engaged and gently then start lifting up the hips as high as you can with the chin coming in towards the chest. Now if you want to as well, you can interlace your hands down below your back and then just lift up the hips slightly further. Now once you get here, you'll really feel all of your muscles engaging. And just hold it here for a couple of breaths. And then to release, just unlace the fingers if you had them crossed. And then very gently now, lower your hips back down to the mat. Don't rush this. Coming out of a position is just as important as going into one. And then bring the hips back down to the mat and slowly lift yourself back up again. Now the bridge pose is excellent for stretching out the chest. It's a really good chest opener, helps with your neck and spine as well, and improves the breathing as well in your lungs. So many benefits of doing bridge pose. Now the fourth pose we're going to come into is downward facing dog. Now for downward facing dog, let's come back into a tabletop position. But for this now, what we're going to do is just bring the hands a few inches forward, keeping them shoulder width apart. Okay, so once you're there, just tuck your toes under, and we're then going to slowly start lifting up the knees as we inhale, and then straightening out the legs as much as possible, aiming to bring your heels down to the mat. Letting your head just hang freely between your arms, and just lengthen that spine, pushing up the hips towards the ceiling. And just hold that there for a few breaths. This is a good inversion as well, bringing lots of blood flow to your brain. And then to release, we exhale and bend the knees, bringing them slowly back down to the mat. Now, downward facing dog really stretches the back, the hamstrings, the shoulders, strengthens and lengthens the spine as well. So doing this on a daily basis has so many benefits. Now the final pose that we're going to come into is low lunge. Now for low lunge, what we're going to do is slowly bring the right foot forward and just place your hands either side of that right foot. So you want your knee directly over your ankle, and the left leg behind you can just move back with the front of the foot facing down on the mat. Now from here, we're gonna, with strength, start lifting up the torso, and at the same time raising the arms up towards the ceiling, taking the gaze up towards your fingers, and you'll start feeling a bend in your back as well. Don't overdo this if you're brand new to this. Do it gently initially and try and hold it here for at least 5 to 10 seconds initially. And you'll really start feeling your thighs, your legs, everything, your core muscles engaging. And then slowly release, bringing your arms and your hands back down onto the mat, and then we'll do the other side now. So right foot can go back, and this time the left foot comes in between both hands, and again keeping your knee over your ankle. And I'm just going to move my right leg back just a few inches, and again we're going to sweep the arms up, taking the gaze up towards the fingers, having that bend in the back and really engaging the muscles, and you'll start feeling that stretch in your thighs and your hips as well. Hold that there, and then exhale and release everything back down. Okay, so we've just done 5 poses to help increase your strength as well and your flexibility. I hope you'll do these on a regular basis. Let me know how you get on with them in the comments section. And if there's anything else you'd like me to do, just leave your comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.